And joining us now is Lieutenant General Russell Honore. He served as commander of the task force in charge of the U.S. military response to Hurricane Katrina. But most recently, he led a review of security at the U.S. Capitol in the wake of the January 6th riot. General, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for being with us here today. Considering this tragic attack on the Capitol, do you believe Congress is moving quickly enough in the wake of the insurrection to implement those security recommendations that you made?
Well, I would like to say first, Casey, condolences to the Evans family and the Capitol police officers. Got to know quite a few of them in that 6 weeks we spent there and have a full appreciation for the sacrifices they made to keep the Capitol safe. To answer your question, the Congress has had a lot on their plate, and it's the most deliberative body since 1/6. We all know what that is, pushing through the new executive team's objectives and laws and bills, as well as confirmation. But it's now time, D97 from 1/6, for the Congress to move forward and take the necessary actions to do some of the immediate corrections that need to be made to secure the Capitol and at the same time make it accessible to the public.
What did it say to you that this man targeted the Capitol in the wake of the insurrection? We, at this point, don't have any reason to believe that they're related, but clearly he thought, okay, I'm going to go drive to the U.S. Capitol. What did that say to you about the security imperatives?
It reminds us that the Capitol is a target. And it's a target whether it's a lone wolf like the one you referred to, or what happened on 1/6. It's the center of our democracy. At that Capitol today, we're going to have the president, we have the leader, and the speaker. That's equivalent to a State of the Union event when all types of security is needed to secure the senior members of our government. The Capitol is a target. We need to remember that. The Capitol Police protect it. And now it's time to support those Capitol Police and some of the improvements they need with the supplemental that Congress is deliberating. This week, on Thursday, there'll be another hearing in the Congress to discuss those things that will be funded in the supplemental. And it's time to move that supplemental so the architect of the Capitol can move forward with the construction as well as the administrative requirements to hire more officers.
General, the fence, the temporary fence that's currently there, it's a black fence. You can see it in the photos of the incident where Officer Evans died. It's set closer to the road than where many of the officers normally stand. Do you think the presence of that fence played any role in Evans's death and the striking of another and the injury of another officer?
No, all things getting said, there, what happened there, the attack with a car going at high speed is what caused the death of the officer, I think, and that's still under investigation. But remember, fencing only works if it's protected by officers that are armed and ready to respond. In this case, the post 9/11 impact of having those baffles, that thing that stopped the car, and those little black posts that you see all around the Capitol, are there to prevent automobiles from crashing into the Capitol. In this case, the officer was standing forward where they go out and check the car, check the identification of a driver, and check the trunk and see if that vehicle is allowed to move forward. And in this case, the car came in at high speed, which we can see on TV, and struck the officer Evans.
Yeah.
This too will be reviewed, and they will adapt more tactics. As we continue to improve the security of the Capitol, those who want to attack it will find new ways, and fencing won't stop them. Good officers and improvements in our infrastructure like the baffles will.
General, what do you say to Republicans who have accused you of being partisan in your review of this situation?
I spoke to a lot of the Republicans, both on the Senate and the House. We're a team of 60 people. We came in, we did an assessment, and we gave them a 79-page report with over 100 recommendations. We spoke to across aisles, across parties, and in the Senate and the Congress. And by and large, most of the recommendations we made, they recognize. They know that the Capitol Police is short officers, 233. They know that the Capitol Police need more officers to be able to do dignitary protection and to buy down the 720,000 hours of overtime that many of these young officers subject themselves to so they can earn more money to support their families, at the same time do their duty to protect the Capitol. They need more officers. And at the same time, they know that the outside of the Capitol need to be hardened. So the report codified what many of them knew. Now it's time for them to act. It's also time for them to reinforce and show those officers support by making the Capitol Police retirement system equal to that of the Park Police. Right now, the Capitol Police, like many police departments, is struggling to recruit officers. One of the issues is retirement. Yeah. The retirement system in the Capitol Police is not equal to the Park Police in the term of $7,000 to $8,000 a year in retirement pay. That needs to be fixed if we're going to recruit those 233 officers short and hire another 800. And the Congress need to fix this. This is well known by many of the staffers in the Congress. They need to act on this now if we are going to do what we need to do to secure the Capitol and take care of our Capitol Police.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.